Welcome and thank you for viewing this end panel installation video. This video provides general information that describes how to attach an end panel to an end frame. The components needed to secure an end panel can be purchased separately or are included with many of our buildings. This example shows using a QH1330 angle brackets, FA4482 Tek screws, and a number 102921 washers to secure a solid end panel, one without zippers, during installation. For details specific to your end panel, consult the printed instructions that shipped with your end panel or building. Begin by assembling the end panel conduit. The conduit is inserted into the bottom pocket of the end panel and typically runs the width of the frame. Locate all sections of pipe needed to assemble the conduit. Insert the swedged end of each pipe into the plain end of the other pipe until the conduit is assembled. Secure each pipe joint with a Tek screw and tape over the screw using duct tape. Place the assembled conduit along the end of the building where the end panel will be installed. After the shelter has been properly anchored, install the end panel. In this example, the end panel is secured to the end rafter using Tek screws and neo-bonded washers. The screws and the washers are evenly spaced along the rafter on the inside of the shelter. First, return to the end rafter and apply a few layers of duct tape or a similar product over all bolt heads, Tek screws, and rafter splices to protect the end panel during installation. Next, unfold and position the end panel with its bottom pocket toward the end wall. Center the panel with the end rafter. Site must be clean and free of debris to prevent damage to the end panel. For zippered panels, position the panel so that the zippers are centered as desired. Apply tape to one end of the conduit assembly and insert it into the end of the panel pocket. Center the conduit with the end rafter and trim excess pocket material so you are able to attach the conduit to the end rafter legs or frame base rail. Be sure so you do not cut the end panel. Cut only the panel pocket material. After trimming the pocket to expose the conduit, secure the conduit to the inside edge of the base rail using a QH1330 angled bracket and Tek screws. Secure the angle bracket to the base rail and to the conduit. Move to the other end of the conduit and repeat the steps to connect it to the bracket and frame. For some end panels and buildings, it may be necessary to attach QH1330 angle brackets to the end panel conduit and to the foundation or site as shown here. This secures the bottom of the end panel and keeps it on the ground during installation. This video shows the brackets attached to the inside of the shelter. Carefully pull the center of the end panel up and over the top of the end rafter and hold or clamp it in position. Use additional help to pull the end panel into position over the entire end rafter. Fold the end panel material around the rafter and secure it with Tek screws and washers. Install fasteners on the inside of the end rafter, approximately 12 inches up from the conduit. Space the Tek screws and washers evenly at 12 to 16 inches when securing the end panel. This keeps the lower section of the end panel in place as it is stretched and secured to the rafter. With the lower section of the panel secured to the end rafter, stretch the panel over the top to remove wrinkles and secure it in place as previously described. Use additional assistance to provide and evenly stretch the end panel during installation. In some instances, as shown, customer-supplied ratchets and straps are used to evenly stretch and hold the end panel in place during installation. If the end panel conduit is not secured to the site, verify that it remains on the ground as the end panel is stretched over and around the end rafter. Evenly space the Tek screws and washers, 12 to 16 inches, along the rafter and pull the end panel tight as the screws are installed. To prevent damage to the main cover, do not install the Tek screws in a position that allows the heads of the screws to contact the main cover when it is installed. The excess end panel material can be removed after installation if desired. If the excess is removed, allow at least 4 inches to remain beyond the Tek screws. Inspect the end panel and its components regularly and frequently throughout each year and replace worn or damaged components immediately. If you have any questions, please contact customer service at 1-800-245-9881.